Bar Stool Sports. Titus, Brandon Walker, Mostly Sports.
Welcome to Mostly Sports. I'm Mark Titus. He's Brandon Walker. Today is Thursday, January 25th. We are live from Chicago, and what do you want to talk about, Brandon?
Jersey, am I right? Huh? Am I right?
You want me to start saying Jersey instead of Thursday?
Kinda, a little bit, because it is Jersey. It's also Thursday. It's Thursday, Jersey.
How does my haircut look, TJ?
You look like you've been in a war this morning. Are you all right?
I need to. Dude, this is my. I had a violent bout of diarrhea this morning. For sure. Yeah. This is my poo game.
I thought we were gonna hand. I thought we were gonna hand around it.
Yeah, no, I was in a war this morning. But we're here.
You know, we actually call it Jordan's flu game, but if it was food poisoning as they suggested, it probably was his.
It was
poo.
probably coming out of his ass.
It was his poo game.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be his flu game. It's his poo game. So was it up here or was it down here?
I don't.
Actually, down here.
I
is what got magic.
I still think he was hungover.
That's a hell of a hangover.
Yeah, but food poisoning.
Yeah.
We think he got food poisoning from a pizza.
Yeah,
like
from
then there's
pizza.
no fucking way. And then the Last Dance, he's talking about like he was insinuating. He didn't outright say it, but it's insinuated that it was done on purpose. That the pizza man.
I'd like to go back and watch
it
that
to Michael Jordan.
We should go back and watch that whole Last Dance that enraptured everybody right in the height of COVID. We should watch it and point out all the bullshit.
Oh, I was sniffing Kizzy from the start.
There's a lot of bullshit.
I was sniffing Kizzy from the start.
A tremendous amount of bullshit.
Yeah.
All right, let's do Jersey reveals. I'll just go ahead and say it. So for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've been working in fan provided jerseys. Somebody and they don't put names on them. They don't say who sent them.
That's I don't think they need a name on that one. That's Larry Bird.
No. As far as who sent them to me. So a fan sent me this one a couple of weeks ago, and it's Indiana State Larry Bird. Obviously, it's a little snug.
Mm-hmm.
If we're being honest, it's a little close in to what's going on here. And then a fan sent me that one as well that you're wearing.
This is Bobby Boucher.
Mm-hmm. Last game of the season. No need, can't hold anything back now.
Yeah, it's even got the 50th anniversary Bourbon Bowl patch on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was his team's name? Southeast
Bulldogs?
Louisiana? No, South Central Louisiana State. South Louisiana. What was his SCLSU?
I don't
right?
remember.
It was SCLSU. I think it was South Central Louisiana State University. The Mud Dogs.
I like the movie a lot. I've seen it like 4 times.
I
don't remember much from it.
I was a dumb idiot when I saw it in 1998, and I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. And then, like in the 6 months it took to go on DVD, and I saw it again, I was like, "Well, this isn't
great. Funny at all.
This isn't that good."
Oh.
But it's okay. It's all right.
Yeah.
For an Adam Sandler movie, it's really good. Bobby Boucher. Yeah.
Bobby Boucher.
Do you think, before we go anywhere else, do you think wearing the movie jerseys and TV jerseys is a little lame at this point? You think this should be the last one? I think. Yeah, I think anything beyond this one is played out. Yeah, we get it. Okay,
the novelty jersey, you have a real athlete.
Yeah.
I last week wore Scott Stapp on
Yeah.
the Cowboys, which is a little cheeky wink at the camera.
Yeah.
I'm doing a fictional character this week, which I think it still plays. I think it plays right now.
But at this point, we get it. You watch movies, you watch TV shows.
Yeah, and I think wearing a movie jersey from this point forward would be a little hacky. And you're kind of beating a dead horse.
Kind of a loser move.
Connor, what are you wearing?
I actually totally disagree with everything you guys just said. I'm wearing a Forrest Gump Alabama jersey. I'll get up and show the back of it. 1 sec.
It probably says Gump on the back. so
get ready for this.
Spoilers.
Huh. Oh, wow, it does.
Yes,
it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Damn,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We'll just ignore the fact that the college jerseys didn't have names when Forrest Gump played.
But then if it was just a 44, you wouldn't know that it's an Alabama.
But you just told us.
Shit, yeah, you're right. But whatever.
Remind me, did Forrest Gump win the Heisman?
No, he was just an All-American.
He was All-American. That's what it was.
Drank too many Dr. Peppers.
15. And also, do we know if he ran? Was he just a return specialist? That's all we ever see him doing. We don't see him running routes. He couldn't remember routes, could he? I don't know. I feel like he was just a return specialist.
Yeah. That's all we see.
We only see 2 kick returns, correct?
Mm-hmm.
One
Both for touchdowns?
Yeah, the first one he runs, I think it's against Tennessee, he runs through the whole stadium and he's going down the tunnel. And the second one, they put up stop sign. Stop, Forrest. But he scores touchdown on both kick returns.
I didn't remember that.
I know. I
do remember he impregnated a woman with AIDS.
Well,
the last time we talked about that, there were plenty of people who pointed out it was hepatitis C.
Oh, really?
Yes, not AIDS.
well, hold on. At what point? Because, boy, they sure do lean. It makes it seem like AIDS.
Trust me, I know.
It's right when AIDS is popping off.
Yeah, you can't put the blame on me for thinking it was AIDS.
I don't put the blame on you at all.
Everybody thought it was AIDS.
Yeah, we all.
But then, you do run into the situation where it's like, well, fuck, if Forrest fucked himself while Jenny was on AIDS.
Well, she wasn't on AIDS. She wasn't taking AIDS.
No, I know.
What?
Sorry, I misphrased that.
Oh, sorry. I got to go take my
Forrest
AIDS.
fucked himself while Jenny was on AIDS.
Yeah, she was taking her AIDS.
No. When Forrest had sex with Jenny, and if she had AIDS, then wouldn't he then contract?
No. That's because that's how AIDS worked.
Right?
Like straight dude, you couldn't get. That's what they always said. You couldn't get
I don't know the lore.
V to P. The AIDS didn't go V to P. It would go P to V.
That's what we thought at the time.
But at the time,
Yeah.
have we updated that?
I mean,
Because when Magic got
was
got
P2V,
HIV,
V to P?
well, that's what everyone was saying. That's why the conspiracies were flying because they're
Oh.
like,
Oh.
huh.
Okay. All right.
Because there's only certain demographics that are, and then that's why the conspiracy. I thought that was the thing with HIV.
Are y'all team Jenny? Is y'all team Jenny Gump
don't
or not?
know.
Y'all think she was a bad person?
I hear a lot of people saying she
She
was
dealt
a bad
with
person.
a lot of sexual abuse as a child.
I am so team Jenny. Yes.
She grew up poor. Her dad. Did her dad beat her, or her dad sexually abuse her?
I think it was both.
A little both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's she went through a rough life.
God damn, Connor, bringing the whole mood down. It's supposed to be a
Sorry.
fun celebration with these
You started.
jerseys and, like,
Yeah. We were talking
My
about
God, dude,
we were talking about his diarrhea. And
yeah, we were having a lot of fun on this show until you had to ruin it.
It is my favorite movie of all time, and I think
You know, I deny it, but I think it's certainly one of my favorite movies too. I love that movie. I went to Forrest Gump's bench in Savannah.
take a picture with it.
Oh, of course I took a picture with it.
I would love to see that.
All right.
But they turned the
All
bench.
right.
See, in the movie.
All right.
In the
All
mo-
right. All right.
Can I talk to Connor for a second?
In
In the movie, the bench faces outward for the camera shot,
Right.
but in reality, it faces inward towards the park.
Mm.
So, because it wouldn't make sense for a park to have a bench that faces the street. That's
They
stupid.
do love those inward benches in the South, don't they? Ebo, your jersey.
Yeah, this is my travel baseball jersey from my junior year of high school, which was the era of digital camo, which at the time was the coolest thing you could put on a jersey.
Yeah, that's
but
right,
now
that was.
I think I forgot about that era until
Yeah,
just
I did.
now.
I did too.
But boy, it did exist.
It did not age well. I'll be honest. I do not like the look of
It looks awful.
Yeah, it looks quite terrible.
But we used to think that was the coolest thing that ever happened.
Oh yeah, I think.
What are we talking? 2012? What are we
Yeah,
talking
2011 to 2014, like digital camo was like the coolest thing you do, and I think it's because of Call of Duty camos that you could put on your guns and your skins, and the coolest ones were like digital camo.
Oh, I remember college basketball had it was Adidas, like Baylor and Cincinnati.
Yes.
Maybe they had the worst jerseys. I think that was the same era. Where they were doing some camo / neon shit at the same time.
Was there,
Neon camo.
Yeah, was there a uniform trend when you came through college, or was it?
Yeah, ours were very tight tops, very baggy shorts.
Really?
Yeah.
So you hadn't got out of the baggy shorts era yet.
We were. I was
the
the last of the baggy shorts era.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neon had a moment too after digital
Yeah.
camo.
These ones. I guess is that digital camo? I can't really.
No, that's
just normal camo?
I think
that's,
It's just a bunch of bullshit.
that's like a hybrid. That's almost Zubaz.
Like holy shit.
They wore those in the tournament, didn't they?
Yeah.
Those are awful.
Some of the worst uniforms of all time.
I don't know why Kansas and UCLA look the worst there. Because the top looks normal.
Yeah. Anyway.
Remember the highlighter green era of didn't the Hawks have highlighter green uniforms?
2012. What a beautiful. It was around the London Olympics.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Because all that Nike stuff for London was neon that year.
True.
I had shoes and a backpack freshman year of high school.
And your jersey?
My jersey is a little bit of a mystery. This was a jersey my dad got me for Christmas in 2011. It's got a patch that says 2011 on it. It's a game-worn Yankees jersey.
Okay.
But the number on the back,
53.
who the fuck is 53 on the
Have
Yankees?
you ever looked?
Yes. So it could be one of 4 players.
Well, let's decide.
Yeah,
who
we
it
got to
is.
figure
Wait,
this
what?
out.
Yeah.
The 4 players wore 53 for the Yankees in 2011. Gustavo Molina, who was a catcher
Uh-huh.
that in 2011 played 3 games for the Yankees.
Okay.
Amari Sinit, who was a pitcher that in 2011 played 4 games for the Yankees.
Okay.
Kevin Whelan, who was a pitcher that in 2011 played 2 games for
Can you,
the
can you imagine having a Kevin Whelan jersey?
and Corey Wade, who in 2011 played 40 games for
All right. Well, let's go back to the main. Well, let me see all 4 names again at the same time. Okay. So, let's break this down because what size is that jersey?
46.
It's a 46. Well, we're gonna have to go and look at the individual sizes of these guys.
That,
So I assume the catcher's big.
hold on. Can I throw out another theory before we dive too far into these 4?
Yeah.
What if it's from the year before?
It says 2011 on it.
and it's game worn.
Yes.
Bad,
So the
bad
promotion
theory.
was
Bad theory by me. Bad
Steiner Sports had $100 for a mystery jersey. It was a game-worn Yankees jersey. They told you, they just gave it to you. They didn't tell you what game it was from.
Yeah.
Could be a Jeter jersey. It could be
All right.
a Gustavo
Okay,
Molina.
good call,
jersey.
Brandon. Yeah, so we have it down to 4.
We
It
need
is
the
one of
size
those
of
4.
these guys. I assume the catcher's big enough for a 46. 46 is not that big, right?
It's about, it fits like an XL.
Yeah, right. Like I'm a 48 or 50. So it's a little smaller than me. This is who?
Gustavo.
I feel like seeing them isn't going to help. I think we need to see like their bio and see their height and weight.
Are there any dirt or grass stains anywhere on the jersey?
No.
Well, he probably didn't play.
Right. So I was thinking it was just like maybe like the bullpen, the reliever or the pitcher, whoever.
Are you trying to rule him out?
I'm saying it's probably the guy that gets like the least amount of playing time potentially.
Is it a game worn jersey if you don't get in the game?
It's a game issued jersey.
Oh, a game issued. Okay.
Well, the catcher probably didn't play at all. So yeah, he got in 3 games, but if he was on the team for 20 games, it could have been in those 20. It doesn't have to be a game they played in to be a game worn jersey.
Go back to their baseball reference page.
Yeah, so
Let's
we're
see
gonna
some
need
height.
to see.
Let's see some heights and weight.
All right, 6'1", 245.
Ooh,
I can't really see. Is that what that says?
Yeah.
that's a beefy boy.
Yeah. Okay. It could be him. He's my leader in the clubhouse. He almost
After one,
he almost has to
after-
be. 'cause we only see him once.
5'8".
So
5'5".
it's not him.
it's not him.
It's not Amari Sinit. So
5'8" pitcher.
that one's out. Okay. Who we got here? Kevin Whelan, 5'11".
205.
I don't think.
I
so.
say
don't
no.
think
I
so.
think
That's not
we
big
got.
enough.
I don't think that's big. Yeah. And who else we got?
Corey Wade, 6'2", 185.
I think it's the catcher.
I think it's the catcher.
I think it's obviously the catcher.
We solved the mystery. Gustavo Molina.
I think you have a Gustavo Molina shirt.
What's Gustavo Molina's WAR career?
Minus
I
0.7.
think he was in the bull.
That's not. That's, you know what?
Oh, yeah, he's not a Hall of Famer. And also, you had never heard of him before.
But I have now. By the way, I went home last night and I was heavily into baseball rabbit holes where I was watching Ichiro highlights. I got put on some Barry Bonds highlights, reading some Barry Bonds literature.
Yeah.
His WAR. Can you pull up his baseball reference?
I don't know why, but I saw his WAR this morning too.
Holy fucking shit!
Is it 164? It's
Look at Bonds. Bonds. I mean,
Oh.
Very sorry. Yeah, because Ebo. I don't know what WAR means. I don't know.
wins above a replacement player.
But
that means
I know what
okay.
I know what the letter. I know what the acronym means. I don't know what the stat. I don't know how to contextualize the stat. So Ebo yesterday saying if you're at 60, that's a Hall of Fame player,
yeah.
and that enlightened me. And then I saw Barry Bonds has what does it say?
Is that 180? I can't see it either.
62.8.
162. I assume.
So he's a season better than it.
He's like a 3-time Hall of Fame.
Look up Babe Ruth WAR. I'm trying to think of anybody that would have a higher.
There are like very, very few in the history of baseball over 100. Like Trout is closing in on 100 right now.
Davis 182.6.
162. He could have been in the Hall of Fame twice and then had a really good career.
And then
on top
been
of
a
that.
borderline
yeah,
guy,
And then
yeah.
been a borderline guy.
Yeah, he's
Fucking crazy. And also, he never failed a test, right?
I think he's just in the Mitchell report.
You know, I don't want to do that. No,
What?
He didn't fail a test, but God damn it, look at him. Like, I mean,
Yeah, but that's not.
his head size tripled.
But what happened to the due process? What
I don't
happened to,
care about
like-
due process.
Okay.
I'll let him in the Hall of Fame now, but I'm not gonna.
I mean, it is one thing if a guy failed a steroid test and you don't want to put him in because he was doing steroids and we have the test to prove it. Barry
think-
Bonds, it's a lot of conjecture. It's a lot of
it's eyeballs.
okay.
And also,
Your
I think
eyeballs lie to you.
I think when baseball
Maybe-
entered testing, I think they kind of half-ass entered it. Like, hey guys, we're testing now. Wink. It was one of them.
I don't know.
Like, a lot of guys didn't test positive, but they were in the Mitchell report.
I need more evidence.
Did just need a picture of him?
I need more evidence. He might have just started taking weightlifting seriously. You know.
When he hit that home run at Yankee Stadium and the call,
John Miller.
yeah, Bell's headed for New Jersey. Great call.
Well, I don't think New Jersey's in that direction.
No, it's not.
It's in it's going to Long Island.
It is a good call though.
Yeah.
Not accurate, but
Not accurate at all.
I'm kind of over. I'm kind of over now. Not to rip on this guy because that was 20 years ago, but I am over announcers using the town over or the
Yeah.
you know a guy playing for the Indiana Hoosiers shoots a deep three and they're like, he shot that from Indianapolis.
No, he shot it from the court.
He
right?
shot it,
Right.
yeah. That doesn't work for me anymore.
The best one ever.
I just
was,
want to go on record as saying that.
I think Trae Young during that Knicks series hit a logo three, and the account tweeted out he hit that from Penn Station,
Yeah.
which is just in underneath the arena.
Yes. So that one actually
It's
correct.
true.
That one was correct.
Yeah.
That one played. You want to talk ball a little bit?
Yeah, let's talk some fucking ball. Let's talk some ball. Let's. You want to go NFL? You want to go Harbaugh to start?
Well, we should probably start with Harbaugh, right? I said You want to talk Okay, go.
You're gonna have to talk me through some things here, okay?
Yep.
Because you work all your life. You work. You go take the job at your alma mater.
Yep.
Your good old college, and you build and you build and you build and you get hit in the face and you lose to Ohio State and you lose and you lose and lose, but then you break through and you go to the playoff, but you lose to Georgia, get killed, and then you break through a little bit more and you almost beat TCU, and then you break through a little more and you win the national championship.
You climb the mountain.
Climb the mountain. You have built something. You have got your team back to the top of the mountain, and they are where they belong. And you leave. You go
to one of the worst franchises.
Go to one of the worst franchises with no fans, and you
work for Dean Spano.
You get the fuck out of town as fast as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Did something happen?
Huh.
I'm asking.
Oh, did something happen with Harbaugh?
Yeah.
I
can't.
You're just asking. Well, you might want to buckle up for this one, Brandon. Jim Harbaugh, he had a great year coaching, but as it turns out, if you watch Michigan throughout the season, you might have noticed that he was missing for a lot of the games, and the reason why, he was cheating. Now, what gets complicated is that there were two separate cheating scandals, so he was suspended twice. And I think that might be what's going on. I think
First time hearing of this.
Yeah, yeah. No, it is, and on top of all of that, you have a college football playoff that like Nick Saban is gone now, and Kalen DeBoer
75% of the
had something cooking at Washington. And I know he's still in college football, but like he's hit like a reset button on his empire that he was building at Washington. And you would think that if you're on top of the mountain and that you were set to be the highest paid football coach in all the land, and you're at your alma mater,
and the best coach in the country retired,
and the best coach in the country just retired, you would think that's a pretty cushy gig.
You've got
so
a chance to dominate the next 10 years.
Yeah, there must be some reason.
Know. It is
why
it's wild. It's crazy.
Did you see all the reports that he's trying to get in his contract that like if I did in fact cheat, which we all know I didn't, obviously.
Right.
Obviously we didn't cheat and nothing's going to come of this. But I do need it in writing that if I did cheat, you can't fire me. What a ridiculous what a ridiculous clause in a contract.
I might try that. If I ever get in trouble. Listen, I am 100% innocent of these charges. However, can we discuss if you came to the conclusion that if you decided to take action against me because of these charges, can we just mitigate that now, right now.
Harbaugh's negotiations with Michigan was the OJ if I did it book.
Before OJ got arrested. It's like
I obviously didn't do it. I didn't cheat.
No.
They're overblowing what we did. We were so all right. We stole some signs, whatever. It's just sour grapes from the teams we were beating. That's all it was. But I have to say, can I go ahead? Nothing's gonna come of this, but
what if before
can we ensure that if something does,
before the cops really started investigating the murder, if OJ went to the police and like, all right, in case you find my murdered ex-wife, I'll go ahead and sign a deal right now that you can't.
Oh my God, yeah, and remember when Michigan when they were going through all that, and Michigan puffed their chest out, and the administration was like, we're going down fighting, we're gonna hire. My dad is a lawyer.
Yeah.
How dare you? We'll take you to fucking court if you try to take our coach. And then in a span of like an hour, they were like, you know what? We'll suspend. We'll suspend.
Well,
the administration like made 3 phone calls, and they're like, oh shit, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and suspend him then.
I'll say this: first time hearing of any controversy there, but at the end of the day, you win a national title.
Yeah.
That's all that we really care about in sports is title. We put so much emphasis and weight on a title. So at the end of the day, people are laughing all the way to the bank because they have the one thing that everybody's
and you look at some of the programs that like finally broke through and got that title, like in Auburn or like at Tennessee in the 90s. Florida State is another great example. Some of these programs that like finally reached the mountaintop and then just have stayed there and have just dominated college football since then. And I think that's where Michigan is headed. Is they have climbed the top of the mountain, and now it's their sport. They run the sport.
It is, in the sad commentary, I assume they're going to hire Sharon Moore, who did fill in for Harbaugh. They're going to hire him, but it's about to be open season on all their players.
Yeah.
And like they probably think they can keep them all, but it's going to be rough out there. And then in 3 months, when the next transfer portal window opens, Alabama, Washington, and Michigan, 3 buyers, are going to just start open season with everybody else's. It's a never-ending circle of college football is so weird now, man. Like so many things have happened, so many things have changed, so many things have evolved in college football over a very short period of time. We've had 15 years of change in like 36 months.
Yeah.
But can you imagine if in 2014 or 2015 I even approached you with the concept of what the transfer portal is now, and I approached you with the concept, hey, there's going to be a 14 playoff, and 3 of the coaches are going to leave immediately. That's
like, crazy.
You don't leave in college football when you get to that level.
Right.
You work your whole life to get to that level.
Right.
And then now the world of college football changes every fucking day. Like if you're a top program, you better be looking around because you might not be a top program tomorrow. That's how quickly this shit.
Yeah, I don't.
There's only a few teams that are above
like
that.
They love it, and then people point to, television ratings, and they're like, it's never been more popular. So obviously this is good.
I mean, it's working, yeah.
But you could put like train wrecks on television, and I'd watch the shit out of that.
Well, I mean, but train wrecks are kind of legitimately.
Yeah.
Train wrecks.
I don't know. It's too much chaos for me. Too much.
Did you like the movie Trainwreck with
Cena?
John Cena's hard dick and Amy Schumer? John Cena's hard dick was in there.
Oh, is that the LeBron?
LeBron was in it.
The LeBron
was very
cameo?
funny in it. Yeah.
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader's in it.
I thought that was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad.
It was all right, if I remember correctly.
Well, what if you don't remember correctly? It could still be all right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I have a jersey update.
Uh-oh.
Gustavo Molina never appeared in a road game for the Yankees.
Oh, we forgot about home
Okay,
away.
but again,
Oh no.
hold on. You said appeared in a road game.
He was
never
wasn't with
on the
team.
roster for. He was never on the roster for.
Called him up. They called him back down.
Only for what?
He only ever played in.
He never went on one road trip.
He was on the team. He played in 3 games.
Okay,
April
well here
16, 26 and 28.
question.
So they called him up for those series.
If they're doing a jersey giveaway, they're obviously going to give away the excess jerseys. They probably, when he got called up, had to make him a home and away jersey. They probably had to do that,
Great
and then
point, Brandon.
they had those jerseys. What do we need this jersey for? When you get called up, I guarantee you they make home jersey and away jersey for you. So yes, it got made.
Also, the NBA just revealed their All-Star jerseys.
All right, let's see them. They're fine. That blue one's pretty sweet. I kind of like the blue one.
They've been worse.
I don't like the red one.
Is
that red or maroon? How do you
burgundy?
I'll tell you what. I don't mind that All-Star logo though. That's not terrible. I like
with the Indy.
Yeah, the Pacers have
the Pacers.
Pacers have a good logo, I think. Also, Pacers, tremendous team name.
It's a good name. Yeah,
it's a very good.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Pace car.
They're pacing the race for Indianapolis 500. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why the logo, and you'll see it in the All-Star jerseys, got the little left to right movement. You got the lines,
the race
to signify that the logo is moving
like
so fast.
Mm-hmm. So that's a sports logo about another sport. Wow.
Yeah.
How many of those are there? Probably not many.
I'm gonna research that.
A sports team named after a different sport. That's basically that's what the Pacers are.
Dodgers.
Well, what do you think that was named after?
Probably dodgeball.
It was.
That's true.
They were.
Probably,
hold on.
They were
originally called the Brooklyn Trolley Dodgers.
They were yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No.
Oh, read a book.
They were the ball Dodgers.
They were not ball Dodgers.
They weren't DPing, dude. The Brooklyn Dodgers were not DPing.
No, they were though. 643 is a DP.
643 is a DP.
463 is a DP. That's why you put your. Coach, I'll play second.
Yeah, Harbaugh to the Chargers makes the Chargers more exciting, and hopefully they can be more relevant, and Justin Herbert's career won't go to waste. So that's my statement.
Yeah, I think the big winner in this
is
Justin Herbert.
I'm going to miss him at Michigan. I am going to miss Jim Harbaugh. The Buckeye in me is going to miss Jim Harbaugh. We had his number. He was 2-5 against Ohio State. After the NCAA gets done with him, he will be 0-5.
Well, he was 3-5.
Yeah,
he
was 2-5. Sharon Moore was the coach for the last one. So
that's right. That's you know what? I apologize.
Trying to give Jim Harbaugh. That's why we're going from a guy who was 2-5 and both had an asterisk next to him, to a guy who was 1-0 against Ohio State. This is bad news for the Buckeyes.
By the way,
and I would have preferred Jim Harbaugh stuck around.
That being said, how much are you looking forward to the game in Columbus next year?
We'll see.
Because you guys might win by 60.
That would be nice. I would enjoy that if we did, Brandon. But you never know. When these two teams get together, throw out the record books. We'll say that.
Being the second-tier team in a major city is just like so shitty. Like they might even be like the fifth-tier team in Los Angeles, the Chargers.
Okay, so
behind the Raiders, 49ers, Rams.
Okay, well the Raiders are in Vegas.
No, but they're still big in LA. Good call, Evo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They used to play in Los Angeles. I don't know if you remember that.
That was Bo Jackson.
Probably before you.
No. I'm old enough. I went Oakland, LA, Oakland. Okay. What was I about to say? LA rankings: Lakers 1, Dodgers 2.
Yeah. It's 1A, 1B.
Yeah. Okay.
And it fluctuates, but
I think there's a big gap between.
It's.
Every now and then,
people love the fucking Dodgers out there. They do, but they also, I guess, the
Lakers, Dodgers, big gap. Clipper,
USC.
I think when USC football is good, USC grabs number 3.
Probably USC football.
When they're bad, they don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a big gap.
UCLA basketball
when they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, UCLA basketball is not.
That thing's empty when they're not.
It's not. Even when they're good, it's. I think people care, but not. They care insofar as they'll check the scores and see if they won or lost, but they're not going crazy. They're not. Fights aren't breaking out. I think the Dodgers might be one, because Dodgers, if you wear the wrong jersey to a Dodger game, you'll get your ass jumped in the parking lot.
Okay, you know what?
My measuring stick.
Let me say this. Within the scope of LA fandom, Dodgers might be 1, Lakers 2, but when it comes to our national view of LA, I think the national people put the Lakers.
Well, that's because the Lakers.
Lakers
you're
are
absolutely
our
right.
national team.
No, it's because the Lakers are the white collar team of LA, and the Dodgers are the blue collar team. That's really what it is.
Okay.
So the
Lakers wear purple and gold. The Dodgers wear blue. You're right. The Dodgers have blue collars.
But the Lakers are the celebrity Fox, it's the Hollywood bullshit. It's all that. So that's what gets propagated to the rest of the country.
The Lakers see Jane Lynch at a coffee shop.
Yes. Whereas the Dodgers are the nitty gritty LA people that
fishing in the dark.
Yeah,
like a dirt band.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
I got an NFL. I
Go ahead.
Cars.com is a leading digital marketplace that connects car shoppers with their perfect car. Celebrating 25 years of helping shoppers research, find inventory, finance, and sell cars. Wherever life takes you next, whoever you're looking to be, there's a car for that on Cars.com. Up to 50,000 cars are added daily to Cars.com. Shop over 2 million cars for 2 million possibilities. Find your next possibility on Cars.com. Where to next? All right, 2 things before we go forward. Number 1, I'd like to bring back Connor ad reads. Maybe not today. We need to start thinking of ways for him to get back in the ad read game.
Okay.
If he had something today, I'd hand it to him. I don't particularly.
Every time we do this, we stop getting ads. So
Yeah.
I'm a little cautious.
It might be bad juju, but I'm down for whatever.
I'm a little cautious, but we'll think on it. What?
As Forrest Gump. I mean, he's
We could try it.
okay. I mean,
That's pretty good. We could try it.
I mean, he's wearing.
We could try
Connor. Forrest Gump reading the.
I don't have a Forrest Gump in my repertoire.
So
but I'll,
do you? Can I just talk to Mark real quick?
yeah.
Do you think he does a full-on Forrest Gump, or do you think he just slows his voice a little, or what do you think?
I think he's going to give half-assed effort.
Well, I need him to give full effort.
Yeah, I think he's.
This is Forrest.
I think he's not
going to
buy in.
Okay, all right. Also, do we want it to be Forrest Gump like just returned from the war, or do we want it to be? I guess Forrest Gump never really changed. That was the point.
Yeah.
He never really changed.
Yeah, but this is very excited Forrest Gump.
Oh, okay.
Because he's going to find a great deal on Cars.com.
Okay.
So, yeah. It's Forrest Gump after he got done running and he realized he didn't have to run across the country. He could have gone to Cars.com.
yeah.
I was going to say Forrest Gump after Jenny came through the crowd at his speech in Washington, and right after they hugged.
Yeah.
This is Forrest Gump.
And the first thing they're going to do after they leave is go to Cars.com and find their next possibility.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hello.
All right. That was perfect. That was perfect.
Was that good? Hello. My name's Forrest Gump. Cars.com is a leading digital marketplace that connects car shoppers with their perfect car. I don't know how to do it.
The hello was enough.
The hello
Yeah,
was
okay.
enough. We should have stopped at hello. Hello.
Hello.
Life is like a box. That's all I got.
I wouldn't mind you just saying hello like that from now on. Hello.
Hello.
I like the idea of Connor just doing impressions that have been beaten to death.
I kind of wish.
Impressions from pop culture that have been beaten to death.
Kind of wish he was wearing the Waterboy jersey.
Yeah.
I still have not seen Waterboy. I know like the.
You don't need to.
Yeah, I know the cadence and everything.
We have him read an ad like Borat and Austin Powers, Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, yeah, all the 20-year-old.
All the impressions that are absolutely not funny.
Chris Rock from his stand-up.
What else are we talking?
I have an NFL thing.
Go ahead.
We have 4 NFL teams left, correct? They are the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Niners, the Lions.
Wow.
Do you agree?
Yep. I think those are the 4, yeah.
So those are the 4 we have left. I'm looking at what a Super Bowl victory would do for the career trajectories and legacies of these 4 quarterbacks, because I think you have 4 distinct possibilities, 4 different directions this thing can go. All right, number 1, Lamar Jackson, right? If Lamar Jackson wins the Super Bowl, all playoff questions that have accumulated in his career immediately evaporate. They're gone. He joins the club. You break through. You get your ring. You have unlocked your Hall of Fame badge. You have now unlocked everything. That's the entry to the club.
Yep.
And he now becomes You don't say, can he do it, can he do it, can he do it? He now shifts into the all-time conversation of where will he land.
He's about to win the MVP, right? He's going to win.
He's going to win his second MVP.
Second MVP.
Yeah.
He wins a Super Bowl.
Right. Then he unlocks everything. Like
He's already, if 2 MVPs is enough to get in the Hall of Fame, right?
I think he's a Hall of Fame.
He's already a Hall of Fame.
I'm not really worried about that, but
this is
like this knocks down the door to that's not even a discussion. We're not even talking about that.
Okay.
That's now he's unlocked the key to the pantheon. He can, I don't know where he lands, but he's in the club with Drew Brees had to get one, Brett Favre got one, Aaron Rodgers got one. Also, all-time guys that only got one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've said many times. Is Tom Brady broke everybody, and
he did.
He's made us believe that you need like 4 Super Bowls if you're really
But the next
you're
guy,
really a great quarterback. Why don't you win the Super Bowl every year?
The next guy is the only guy alive who can follow the Brady path. If Mahomes wins his 3rd championship,
yeah,
he almost locks in top 5 all time. Like he joins a group that is way up there. And now and he's still young. He spends the next 10 years just building off a top 5.
If Mahomes wins the Super Bowl and retires the next day, and he's like, I've done all there is to do in football
at 28 years old,
I don't really.
29?
Yeah, it's just a hypothetical.
Yeah,
just a hypothetical.
No, you're right. But I'm adding to your hypothetical.
Okay. He's top 5 all time?
I think
absolutely,
he is. Yeah.
Right?
If he wins the Super Bowl, yeah, I think he is.
Yeah.
He has been the unquestioned.
I mean, he's probably already there. Like, but when we talk about him already being there, it's because we're like forecasting that he's going to keep doing this for whether he wins another Super Bowl or not. He's still going to continue to like put up dominant stats and win a shit ton of games.
Now
his stats are staggering.
They're
like the start of his career is staggering.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just the not even the on field stats, but the fact that he just played after going through. He's been in the AFC title game all 6 years of his career.
I think this year's the year where it really popped off to me because not that I expected him personally to take a dip, but I did think that like all the stats about the start of his career for those first 3 or 4 years were interesting, and you're like, yeah, he is on pace to be the GOAT, whatever. But at some point, the Chiefs are going to have a rough stretch where, maybe Mahomes is still good, but they
don't have Tyreek Hill.
They don't, yeah. And I thought the stretch was going to start this year. Not like they're going to miss the playoffs, but, yeah, they might lose to the Buffalo Bills in their first playoff game. They might have a couple years like that. They did not. They are back in the AFC Championship. And this shows no signs of slowing down. And I think this year is the year where I was like, oh, my God, this is never going to end. As long as Patrick Mahomes is in the NFL, he is going to be a Super Bowl threat.
I think Brock Purdy has the most variance of what a Super Bowl could do for him. First of all, it would lock in the best Mr. Irrelevant story of all time and probably locks up the Disney movie that somebody will star in a few years. But I think him winning and what it does to his legacy depends so much on how he plays. If he is bad like he was the other day and they still win the Super Bowl, I think he'll join like Trent Dilfer, and it'll be like that. Yeah. But if he is good and helps them win the Super Bowl, then I think it stops all Brock Purdy discussion going forward. Like, all right, guys, he's good. He won the fucking Super Bowl.
But you and I both know that it's going to be a do it again thing with Brock Purdy. Like, he's going to win one Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The Niners are not going to be able to pay everybody on their team. Like,
yeah.
Some guys are going to have to leave. They're going to have to figure that part out. Or maybe Brock Purdy, they're going to have to pay Brock Purdy, and they don't want to pay him, so he goes to a different team, whatever. And everybody's just going to say that Super Bowl didn't count. You had all that talent around you. Now go win one for the Falcons or whatever it is.
If he continues to play like he did last week and they still win, I think that's a relevant point.
Yeah.
Well, I think all right, come on, really show us you can do it. And then Goff.
But I think people. I agree with you. I just think people are going to do that either way.
Well,
I think if Brock Purdy balls out in the Super Bowl and throws for 400 yards and wins Super Bowl MVP, there's still going to be a large contingent that says the only reason he was able to do that is because of all the talent around him. And, like he was throwing to wide open receivers.
I want to apologize. About halfway through that point, Connor's hello came into my head, and I smiled a little bit. It's like, hello. And Jared Goff is the hardest one to figure out for me. Jared Goff, is he the most ignored good quarterback in the league as far as like if we were talking top 5, top 10, I feel like Jared Goff is just an ignored guy. Like we kind of threw him out when the Rams threw him out.
Is he top 5, top 10?
in the league? I think he's top 10 for sure, right? He's got to be top 10.
Yeah, it is true. There's only like 4 good quarterbacks.
Yeah, like he has to be top 10 without question, right? But here's the thing. If he wins, even if he gets to the Super Bowl, not just he didn't even have to win. If he gets to the Super Bowl with this Lions team, he is a legend for life in Detroit. He enters legend for life territory in the Detroit universe.
Yeah.
So I think he's the only guy who could win by losing the Super Bowl.
Say that again.
Okay. I think he's the only guy that could win by losing the Super Bowl.
That didn't help. Say it.
I think he's the only guy who could win even if he loses the Super Bowl.
All right, now say it, and this time make some fucking sense.
Okay. I think he's the only guy whose legacy would jump up a notch even if he were to lose the Super Bowl.
Yeah, okay.
Because Lamar's wouldn't. Purdy's wouldn't. Mahomes might a little bit. But Goff's probably would.
So
is that I don't think that's a crazy thing to say.
Yeah, but okay, I'm trying to. But what you're just saying is if he wins the NFC Championship, his legacy is going to go up.
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't think winning the
but the way you're phrasing it is like he wins the NFC Championship, his legacy's here.
Yeah.
He wins the NFC Championship, it goes to here. And then he loses in the Super Bowl and it goes to here. I don't think that second jump is going to happen. I think once you've won the NFC Championship, you've locked in right there.
Okay. Well, I didn't mean to imply there was a second
it's
jump.
Locked in.
I didn't mean to imply.
There's only one jumper.
I didn't mean to imply
you can't double jump a loss. You can't double jump.
Has anybody ever double jumped?
On a
Somebody's probably double jumped on a loss before. Maybe I don't know. But that's
Jerry West won NBA Finals.
He won logo, right?
Yeah, and then he got the logo for. He was like famous for never winning anything, so they gave him the logo.
Kind of wild that Jerry West is the logo.
Yeah, no, that's.
Like, if Twitter had been around when that decision was made, we'd have had some problems. Really, Jerry West is the logo.
I mean, he is a
great player,
awesome,
incredible player. But even when he was playing, like Wilt Chamberlain's over there scoring 9,000 points a game, Bill Russell's winning every championship, and really, okay, Jerry West. All right, cool.
Jerry West.
Oscar Robertson averaging a triple-double. We're going with Jerry West. Okay, cool.
It's a good logo too.
I think I can tell you what the committee for that decision probably looked like. All right.
But yeah, it was because he never won anything. He got one championship late in his career, but like that's what Jerry West was.
Who, Jerry West?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he would go to the finals and lose every year.
Mm-hmm.
And then he won NBA. He won Finals MVP one year, even though they lost the finals. Right? Is that correct? You were like 8 when that happened. How do you
Okay, that happened in the 60s. Just everybody relax. All right, that's my
name. Yeah, I do agree. The quarterbacks that win will.
Did you see my bobcat?
Is this a euphemism?
No.
I have no idea what you're talking
If
about.
I were going to ask that, I've asked you if you've seen my penis many times.
Oh.
Did you see my bobcat I tweeted out yesterday?
I did not know.
You don't. That's in my backyard of my house in Mississippi. Does that scare you at all? Look at this creature. Look how big this creature is. Look.
No, I think that's comforting.
It is.
It's comforting to know that.
I also have a wild hog problem, and I think he's going to take care
of it. Yeah.
A lot of wild hogs. And there's my deer. There's one of them. I don't think that deer's with us anymore, though.
Yeah, I would shoot
this
that.
A month ago, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard rumors that deer has left this mortal coil.
Not that big, but good deer.
I would shoot that deer so hard.
Is this one of those like things that only starts recording when it's tripped?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, here's what y'all don't know about Southern culture. These inventors of these game cameras have made billions and trillions of dollars off of people like me in the South who just want to see the animals outside of our house at night.
Yeah.
And there's so many. There are people that can't afford air conditioning that have deer cameras in their backyard on their pecan tree.
So what is the how do they sell it to the public? Like you're buying it under the guise of security for your home?
No. Oh God, no. No.
How do they market it?
This isn't even. They market it as game cameras. See the game that comes on your land,
and then kill it.
And then
kill it. But it's a hunting thing.
Yeah, this way you.
But you're saying that a vast majority of people that use these things are just like chilling and
basically
looking at the
this is like Belichick buying film on the next week's opponent. This is scouting film.
Yeah, but you're not going to hunt these animals?
I'm not, but the
Yeah.
other people are.
Do you think most people that have these cameras are hunting the animals?
I'd say
Or
half
they're-
of them
or they're
do
just curious as to what's going on in their yard.
I think probably half of them do it for the hunting information, and half of them do it just to enjoy the fact the animals are there, and they can show the pictures to other people. Say, hey, look at this deer that is in my backyard.
Big time face.
That's in my backyard. That's not in the woods. That's in my backyard.
Like, how close is that to like the edge of your house?
30 yards. Not far at all.
I want to stage a Bigfoot
And it's not in my house.
in your backyard. I want to go to one of these days. I'm going to just go to your backyard and
We've
wear
actually,
a Bigfoot, wear a Chewbacca costume
we-
at night, and
we've actually done that before. My Uncle Donnie thought people were stealing his tomatoes, so we got a friend of ours to steal his tomatoes on camera, and it was a thing. Okay.
We do have sponsors on the NFL playoff.
Okay, who we got? We got the
This is
Intuit
our-
TurboTax NFC Championship
nice.
and the Intuit TurboTax Divisional Championship.
Yeah, they got the
and the
last
Intuit
two rounds.
TurboTax AFC Championship. But Verizon did the wild card. Anybody got the Super Bowl? Nobody's got I bet the Super Bowl's expensive.
Wasn't it
Well,
Pepsi?
Pepsi has
They
a
got the halftime show. Yeah,
Yeah. I don't think anybody gets the Super Bowl.
that would be like a $100 million sponsorship.
Hmm.
Also, I found the jersey.
Okay, go. How do you know?
MLB authentication number.
Okay.
This was a playoff game 1 jersey.
Did the chat tell you this?
Yeah, somebody in the chat. There's a clubby in the chat apparently,
Mm-hmm.
and he said, just look it up.
Corey Wade, October 3rd, 2011. And the Corey Wade was the relief pitcher?
Yeah, it's a playoff game.
I need a stats from that game.
Well, now,
Didn't
wait a
play.
minute. Wouldn't
Okay.
there be a playoff patch?
I'm just telling you what MLB
No.
authenticated as.
Yeah, there would be, right? There's playoff patches, aren't there?
Nowadays, but I think back like 10 years
For
ago,
the
it was only for the World
ALDS?
Series.
For the DS, I don't know. For the CS, maybe.
I think
But
there
the
might be DS
DS?
patches. Are there not DS?
Let me see if there's pictures. Hold on.
Maybe it was taken off and put on a baseball card or something.
October 3rd.
It's just 2011 ALDS and just pictures.
Did the Yankees win that game?
No,
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, so you have a
Great
losing
jersey. You have a
a losing jersey from a guy who didn't play.
sure does.
yeah.
And also, this
And
was
a
the
lo-
second
yeah.
chance at this jersey because the first one, I believe, was a first base coach.
You ever wonder what life would have been like if your dad loved you instead of buying you cheap jerseys?
He's all right. We talked about cards yesterday. He used to buy me like a binder of every player on the team's rookie card for Christmas. That was a cool gift.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Speaking of cards.
My dad bought me a tackle box that he then hid cocaine in. Go ahead.
Speaking of cards. I got the Pokemon itch from your son.
Did you get the satisfaction from texting him last night that you were chasing? Because I don't think you got it. All he did was
No.
like he only liked the text.
He liked the text. He
Did he like the text or did he text
Hang on.
that he liked it?
No, I sent him an individual text on the side, and I said, Tommy, I've got great news. I've officially upped my Pokemon game, and I'm ready to talk shop. And I sent my spread. I had like every card I have now spread out in my hand, and he just said, okay then. and then he laughed at the image. He did a double tap, ha on the image. So Tommy's playing hard to get.
Yeah, I gotta
I want to
understand.
win his respect.
Tommy, you have to work for Tommy. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to get in there.
But I'm just gonna buy Pokemon packs every time I see them. And then eventually I'm going to get a card that he wants, and then he'll come crawling on his hands and knees saying, like, what do I have to do to get that card? And
And then what are you gonna do?
I'll say, just respect me. And he'll be like, done. And then we'll make a deal.
So you're buying.
And then
his
I'll
respect.
try to make a trade with Tommy, but I'll have to run it by Will Compton first to make sure he's okay with it. Because Will Compton apparently has to okay every trade. Can we talk basketball a little bit? Or what else? You got something else?
No. Yes, I want to talk basketball. Are we talking about? What are we talking about?
I had two things. Did you see the Chet versus Wemby game that got a little heated? Like, these two guys badly want to be Rookie of the Year.
It's just a
and kinda hate
one-on-one
each other.
battle, right?
The budding rivalry feels real. Whether they actually hate each other or not, but they sense the moment, and I appreciated that. And also, Luka Doncic might be kind of kind of a soft bitch.
So this is
He might be.
tough for all you young fans out there. It has to be a tough moment if you realize the player you idolize and love could be a bitch.
Yeah.
And even if you're just an old fan like me and you see somebody who you think top 5 player in the league, incredible, oh, this guy is amazing. What if he's a bitch?
Yeah.
He gets a fan ejected.
Yep.
And then bitches to the reporter who asked about getting the fan ejected, right?
And then in his bitching to the reporter who just simply asked, like, why did you eject that fan? He said, I don't eject fans. So I ejected this fan.
Right.
That was in his,
and then I think he told the reporter, you're always trying to start bad stuff about me, something like that.
Yeah.
Classic bitch 2 for him.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying Luka's a bitch. What I'm saying is he had a bitch game last night.
The NBA is by far the softest league.
It's the bitchiest league.
It's the bitchiest league. And the
baseball's kind of bitchy. Baseball, if you always argue with the ump, but NBA is more so, you're right.
Name a star that does not complain to the refs. Name a star that doesn't, like, in the reason, like, I don't know Luka's history with the reporter that was asking him questions. Maybe he is a total asshole and unfair to him, but I'm gonna go ahead and take a guess that he's just like a guy who doesn't just suck Luka off at all times.
Yeah.
And NBA players can't handle the idea that someone's just like,
stars can't.
the stars can't handle the idea that, like, I don't know, man, you're just kind of a basketball player to me. You're not God.
Right.
Not great from Luka, but also
let's do it. Let's do the bitch rankings.
Yeah, the bitch rankings.
I got one. Men's tennis players. Now, instant replay and the quality they have in tennis has, I think, lessened it over the years, but they'll bitch in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they'll bitch a lot.
Yeah.
They'll especially the good ones who got a little they're classic bitches. Soccer's big time bitches.
Soccer's a
who's least bitch? Hockey players least bitch?
Least bitch.
Football players relatively least bitch. They're not
Yeah. It's getting
hockey players kind of get caught up in the bitching about other people bitching. Where you kind of get like almost like cyclical with it.
Yeah, but they'll regulate the bitching. They'll just punch each other.
Yeah.
You can't be a big bitch in a league where you might get punched. Right?
That's true. And you play on knives.
What
knives,
is the criteria for being a bitch?
Near the morgue.
Because is it just complaining to the refs?
So complaining to the refs is the entry point to bitching.
Yeah.
Complaining to the refs at a high level and getting a bunch of technical fouls is the next level of bitching. Having a fan ejected is almost final boss bitching.
Yeah.
And then complaining to the complaining to the reporter about asking about that. You're talking Hall of Fame bitching at this point. This is Hall of Fame
Luka
bitching.
knocked it out of the park.
He really did. That was an all-time performance last night.
Hall of Fame.
That was like a baseball player hitting 4 home runs.
Yeah.
That's what Luka did last night.
And they lost. So that.
And did he play well? I'm sure.
He always plays well.
Yeah, I'm sure he had like 32 and.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what other sports would be. I don't know, like Patrick Reed golfing, but that's just kind of one guy.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of like golfers who are like standing over the ball, and then
think about in golf,
step off the ball, and they're like, "That guy right there, he's coughing too loud. Get him out of here."
There's not enough judgment calls by the officials in golf to bring out the bitch in somebody. I mean, golf is you hit it, and wherever it goes, that's where it is. That's on you.
There's
some.
That's true.
And
the judgment calls that do happen aren't obvious to us. So like we whenever they have to bring a rules official out and he's looking at it, I don't even really know what the rule is, and it's too complicated for me to have a strong take on.
Yeah.
So I can't be that mad. I have no idea who's in the right, and that muddies the waters.
If it ever gets to a point, a confrontation with a fan where a player is pointing out the fan or anything, we universally shit on that fan.
That's true.
Always take the player's side.
That's true.
And it's probably should.
Golf fans are terrible.
Right.
Like, screaming mashed potatoes in 2024 when guys are driving.
What is y'all's take? Do y'all like the guy who he's on TikTok, and you might know him, you might not. I don't know his name. He's famous now. And maybe it's a group of guys, actually, where it'll be like, oh, that don't let Aaron Cantlay get hot. That's not. Is that his name? Don't let Justin Thomas get hot. Oh, look at Freddie C with the. You know what I'm talking about? Where he heckles them, but he heckles them in a good way.
Yeah, he's like trying to. Yeah. That's like
He's
hyping them
Bob
up.
does sports. Eva.
He's at the.
He's like at an event,
he's at the event.
yelling at guys, trying
Yeah.
to get them to basically interact with him.
Tell you what, I came out here for is to see Sahith Thagala.
Yeah. Tony Rahm looks sharp and red today.
Yeah. Some guys walk by. You're gonna have to pull him up so Titus knows what I'm talking about. What's our stance on this guy? Because I think I like him, but it also at times I think it's a lot, and I wonder if players like him. Some love him,
They probably see through the facade at some point.
but there might not be a facade. That's the thing I'm talking about.
It's Bob does sports.
Yeah, Bobby Burger, right?
Very famous, right?
Yeah.
He
I like Bob. He does.
Jerry used to work
Yeah.
for him, with him.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. I was just trying to litigate that.
Why have Tiger Woods when you got Keegan Bradley? Hey now, KB. How
And
about
that's
Hostler
his
dropping a
clips.
mid-hole dookie and then just throwing a dart?
Is this Bob?
What a time to be Bo Hostler. I gotta tell you. Just another day on the fairway for Mr. Hostler. Hey now, Big Wave.
He does a
How about
ton
the
of
ass
other
on-
stuff. but
Let
yeah.
me.
Oh yeah, he does. He
How
does.
about
he
the ass on John Rahm was?
does. Yeah, he does.
He's mocking them, right?
I don't think
that's
he
my
is.
that's my initial read on it. He's not actually trying to gas them up. He's like
I know. I don't. I think he's
he's
gassing them up, and it's his way into the players. I think it's brilliant.
I think he almost worked here.
Really.
I don't know. If
I need to
that's
see
true or
more.
Did Rick
I need
shut
to
that
see
down?
more. I'm not
Yeah.
100% sold that he's mocking, but that was my initial instinct. It's
Okay.
like, is he? If I was a player, I would assume this guy's mocking me.
Okay, so I think is the chat going crazy on this because I think this guy elicits a lot of reactions. Do they care? Or are they just saying?
Are we live?
Are they just saying slurs?
Are we on?
It kind of comes across as like the guy you see at the office water cooler. He's like, another day in paradise. Who's got it? Like,
Is there an actual office water cooler in every office? We don't
not
have
here.
one.
No,
Yeah, we don't have one.
we should get one though.
I mean, we have water fountains, but we don't have the bottle fill ups.
We have the
we have
body
the
armor.
delicious
we
body
have
armor
the
water.
we have water cooler. The body armor
Oh, that's true.
fridges,
That's true.
I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
are the water coolers.
The
Just don't linger at them.
the setup over there is straight up out of an elementary school where you like come out of the bathrooms that are facing each other. There's water fountains. You can just turn the corner and like there's a basketball court.
When you guys were in
it's
middle
true.
school or high school, was there the water fountain? When I was
Oh,
in middle
no,
school,
okay.
the 8th grade annex at Community Middle School had the water fountain. That was the best water fountain in the school. It was the coldest. Everybody knew about it. Had the best water pressure. You would go out of your way to go to it to get water.
So in my high school, we had 90% of the building was the old part of the building, and then they at some point in like the 90s built a new hall.
Yeah.
And the new hall had the new water fountain.
Yeah.
The old halls had you had to turn the knobs, and they were the big white ones. But the new one had the nice gray, the standard water fountain that you see everywhere now. Yes, and
Yeah.
you had to go out of your. Oh man, I'd walk 100 yards.
Yeah.
To go to the good water
It was a
fountain.
life-changing water
It
experience.
was also the good bathroom.
Yeah.
It was yes. Does every school have? I assume every school has. I think you're right.
Yeah.
No, nobody. Just
yeah,
had,
sure.
Not in high school, but maybe I can't remember in middle school. No,
You were in middle school like 8 years ago.
no, 11. Technically 10.
Hello.
This is my 10-year. This would be my 10-year high school graduation coming up this year, which is like
When's next
a
year?
startling.
Yeah.
You go to your reunions?
I did. I went to my 10 and my 20. I'm coming up on 25.
Damn.
This was kind of a
Yeah.
shocking moment, realizing it's been 10 years since I was in high school.
Only
Actually,
goes downhill from here.
I
Bro.
was lying. I'm not coming up on 25. I'm past 25.
You're way
Yeah.
up on 30.
I'm coming up on 30. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. 10-year reunion. Everybody gets together. Everybody's competitive. Oh, I got these two kids. I got these two kids. I have this job. At 20-year reunion, everybody's like, oh, my God. I hadn't seen you in so long. God damn it. I love you. It's great. 30-year reunion, I think, will be the most pathetic thing ever. I think it'll be like 7 people, and can you believe we haven't died yet? And that's I think that's your reunions. I think 10-year reunion, again, everybody sees each other, everybody's fake, and everybody's competitive. 20-year reunions where it's probably the best reunion. It's where everybody's just friendly as fuck, and it's good to see you and all that. And 30-year reunion is going to be pathetic.
My 10-year felt too soon. Like when
10 years too soon, probably.
The invite went out for the 10-year reunion, I was like, already? Like I don't even miss you people at all. I feel like we were just in high school.
I think 10 years too soon.
I know people who are doing 5-year reunions.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean,
which makes no sense at
you
all.
cut the umbilical cord, man.
Yeah,
at
also,
that point.
some
Like,
of you are
come
still
on.
in college at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
That's what they were doing.
Our high school does it. Mine got canceled for COVID, but they just rented a bar out Thanksgiving, like the day before Thanksgiving. So it's not. It wasn't like a proper reunion. Also, it didn't happen because COVID.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So anyway, Luka's a bitch.
Luka's a bitch. Luka was a bitch last night.
Last night.
Yeah.
Next game is a huge game for his bitch.
Yeah, it really. The rest of he's on watch the rest of the season.
He's a ref complainer for sure.
He's on
Has
bitch
been
watch.
his entire career.
All stars are though. Is there a star that isn't?
Who's the best basketball player that doesn't bitch to the refs?
Kawhi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kawhi just
It
doesn't say
probably is
anything. It's
Kawhi,
probably that's you probably nailed it.
Which,
Does he ever
like-
bitch?
No, I feel like
He's just not going to make the effort to talk.
Yeah.
I wonder. That's a good question that referees could answer. Like, which star has the reputation for just being fine, not complaining at all? Because LeBron, he bitches. James Harden bitches.
Jokic and Embiid both bitch.
Yeah. Does Giannis bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giannis bitches.
I know Mike Conley's not in the same
Yeah.
level of all those guys, but
He's not a bitch.
he got one technical foul in his career and it got rescinded.
Did it really?
Yeah, because the league was like,
I think
we must have made a mistake. There's no-
I think I've seen a clip of that though.
Yeah.
He got like, it wasn't him or something.
Yeah, well, it was. It should have been rescinded, but Mike is the nicest guy in the world to a fault, really.
It's weird.
But he's. I also say that knowing that he's not, on the LeBron
It's also weird though because
level.
when you talk about Greg Oden, you say he's the nicest guy in the world. So one of them you're lying about.
It's a great point.
Which
great
one?
point.
Which one is it?
Both.
Right now. You're lying about both. Neither one of them are that nice.
Yeah, as it turns out,
Just two assholes.
they're both.
Was Mike Conley Sr. your AAU coach? Or
Yeah, he was.
yeah. Did he play in the NBA?
No,
Oh,
he was a
track athlete.
track
Okay.
guy. He won the gold and triple jump. That is funny though. Now I'm gonna just start saying people are like the fourth nicest guy. Brandon Walker, fourth nicest guy in the world. Because I actually have to rank them all out. What else is going on? Spurs staff. Oh yeah, Wemby. So Wemby Chet is a rivalry that does seem like it's gonna be awesome. I do love that they're both. Even though Chet's a second-year guy, he's a rookie. They're both in the same division. They play close to each other. They're both tall and skinny and don't have quite the exact same game, but
They're unicorns.
Yeah, they're both generational players.
Yeah.
Both. We've never
Especially from their build. Yeah.
we've never seen anything like either one of these guys, and also they're very similar.
Yeah.
But yeah, last night was cool because they. I don't know if they actually hate each other off the court, but they were.
We haven't seen anything like Wemby since the
guy who's
also
very
Yeah.
similar to Wemby. But yeah, they were going at each other, and that's what this league needs, right? Is dudes that sense the moment and sense that there's only one Rookie of the Year trophy, except for the Jason Kidd Grant Hill year, right? Was
But
that the last?
I want you to say
I'm-
the other thing about Wemby that's there because this might get me in on Wemby.
Spurs staff is advised to never phone Wemby after 9:30.
That's funny. That's pretty good. Like 9:30, and he apparently at 9:30 he always starts. He reads a book for an hour and then he goes to sleep by 10:30.
That's great.
That's amazing. That's if you're young. You're what is he? 19, 18, 17? Is he 14?
There's no way of knowing.
12. However old he is, he has unlocked millions and millions of dollars. He gets to go to the best cities in the country every night, and he can go out and have the best meals and go see the best titties. But you can't call him after 9:30 because he's asleep. That's how 44-year-old Brandon Walker would approach fame.
I'm trying to think of.
That's how I would approach being a basketball player. I would be in bed.
All
by
right.
9:30.
Here here are the two scenarios because these are the two topical stories. If you had the power to tell everybody at Barstool you cannot contact me after this time, or
10 a.m.
you had the power at every live event that we do for Barstool, someone heckles you, you can point them out in the crowd, and security has to kick them out. Which one are you taking?
The second one. Buddy, I've tried to exercise that power before. It didn't work. I would, you're out of here. I would do that in a heartbeat. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would love to do that. Just even if they didn't do anything, can you imagine having the power to eject somebody from a big crowd? Yeah, that's true. That's just intoxicating. I kind of want to throw Connor out right now.
That is 9:30 is a little late in the night, but if you could pull off like 7 p.m.
Yeah.
And everybody you work with, like, or everybody in your life, you're just like, don't, after 7 p.m. I'm not only can you not call me, but like you can't hold it against me for not calling me because I'm so talented and I am this franchise.
These are my hours.
This is the leverage that I'm playing is never bother me after 7 p.m. That would be pretty powerful. I would love that. We skipped over, by the way. Luka ejected the guy because the guy was apparently saying, "Get your ass on a treadmill." We didn't even mention that part.
He was too tired.
He was fat shaming him.
That's why I would have somebody kicked out. I can see somebody saying that to me.
Does that get you back on Luka's side? To have the power. If someone was yelling, "Brandon Walker, get your ass on a treadmill," and you could kick them out, you definitely would.
Yeah, basketball is such a cardio sport. Like it's such back and forth. To yell, "You look tired. Get your ass on the treadmill." It's just a funny thing to say to a basketball player.
Feels like a fair criticism too.
Yeah. Well, I told you I almost got kicked. Me and Jinx almost got kicked out of Madison Square Garden for telling LeBron that my kids like Space Jam 2. All I kept yelling at him were compliments. LeBron, I think you're a great father. LeBron, my kids love Space Jam 2. And the security came over and talked to us. I said, do not do that again. So
you juxtapose last night in basketball, Luka Doncic kicked a guy out for saying, "Get your ass on a treadmill."
Yeah.
That happened in the NBA. And then he bitched to a reporter who asked him, like, "Why did you kick that guy out?"
Yeah.
In college basketball, the Illinois Fighting Illini played at Northwestern. And the Northwestern student section chanted "No means no" at Terrence Shannon for the entire game. And everyone's just like that. And I watched Bama Auburn.
Ball, yeah.
I watched Bama Auburn, and Bama, like, you could very clearly hear Bama fans just chanting "Fuck you, Auburn" over and over.
Yeah.
Like that game. That's just part of basketball, man.
That game was always about 10 seconds away from a fight breaking out, both in the stands and on the court.
I do like that rivalry is heated. I will say, disgusting basketball. Whatever sport they were playing is an affront to basketball last night. But it was a close game. Both those teams hate each other.
Yeah.
Both those coaches are maniacs. And I do like that. The idea that, like, Auburn, Alabama has become appointment television for me when they play in basketball is pretty wild.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's wild.
And also, those teams are both very good, and I don't know how good either of those teams are.
Yes.
Correct.
Correct.
We play Auburn on Saturday. We're in the dumps right now. I think we're probably going to beat them. Like I don't know how good they are. I know Alabama.
Yeah, Bama won the game, and the whole time I'm watching the whole game, just like, Bama is not good.
Yeah.
They're not good. They just bomb threes like crazy, and sometimes they go in and they look good. But disgusting basketball. Disgusting.
Gross.
Yeah.
It's like the Jet Stadium on the west side. Disgusting. That's a Hitch reference. That might have been too deep.
The Northwestern jerseys. Your thoughts on them?
I didn't like those. They're supposed to be Chicago jerseys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is the ball circling around the?
That looks Orlando Magic-ish.
Yeah, that looks space. That looks like Northwestern University has produced a lot of astronauts.
Mm-hmm. What's that one right there? Is that a Ferris wheel? Oh, okay.
That's supposed to be like Navy Pier or something.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think you can be a private school and claim a city or a state or anything else. What about that take?
They do say they're Chicago's team, right?
Yeah. Because
they're not in Chicago.
Right.
Exactly.
I guess USC does it with their football team in LA, but not really.
Have you been
does
to
USC do? They don't do anything like that, do? Where they're like, we're LA's team. They just kind of are.
Because there's also UCLA.
Yeah, I feel like that would be LA's team, right?
Have you been to a game at Northwestern yet?
Not since they've gotten good and renovated.
I mean, it's right here. I figured
Yeah.
I would go to a couple games. I actually wanted to go see, but previous to last week, I wanted to go see Caitlin Clark when they came through. I wanted to just go watch her play, but now I'm scared to.
Is she out of the hospital yet? Because I know she got seriously.
Yeah, she's out of the hospital.
Have an update on that?
I don't know if she's been booked through
Is
prison
she?
yet. Out of the hospital, still in prison. But I can't take my daughter to see her play now.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Buckeyes are at Northwestern Saturday, but you're making me watch men in tights cock their fist and.
You know what? You go the game. Go the game. Go the game. I
No,
want to go see Ohio State
no,
Northwestern.
no, I'm a team player. We're live streaming the Royal Rumble, and I'm definitely and here's what you need to know about me, Brandon. I'm gonna watch every second of that, and I won't enjoy it. I definitely will not. There will be no part of me that will
Right.
The nostalgia will be triggered
Will
and
lock
it'll take me
in.
back to a time when I loved the Royal Rumble, where I once upon a time flew from Ohio to Phoenix on a whim just to go to the Royal Rumble.
I knew you went to Phoenix for the Rumble. I didn't know you flew from Ohio to Phoenix.
Yeah, it was like my buddy and I.
I thought you were just in Phoenix.
No,
Oh.
we it was like a week before the Rumble. We were like, should we go? Like, yeah, we should go.
So you've been to a Rumble in Phoenix.
Yeah,
You've been to Mania in Chicago.
Mania in Chicago.
You lived in neither place at the time.
You're right.
All right. Well,
I
sounds
might be a bigger wrestling fan than you.
TJ, do we have a graphic for our family, our watch along on? We're gonna call it a family gathering. So for the graphic,
Not yet.
the graphic that you're gonna make, Ebo that you're gonna make, or Connor that you're gonna make, Cody, definitely gonna make it. Family gathering. That's what we're going for.
Okay.
Saturday night to watch a.
They still do battle royales. Those have
occasionally.
fallen out of favor.
AEW does them a lot. WWE doesn't really do them. They focus.
There's too much going on.
Yeah,
It's hard. It's hard to.
Yeah, and you can tell it. That's when the fakeness really shines through.
Yeah,
The
it's
fakeness,
true.
but it's hard to get 20 guys in there, and you can tell some of them are just
laying in the
Right,
laying up
correct.
against the turnbuckle, just pretending to.
pretending to fight while something happens over here.
Yeah.
Royal Rumble is like once you're out of the ring, once you touch the ground out of the ring, you're done.
Yeah.
I have to go over the top rope.
Kofi's not in WWE anymore, right?
Sure
Yes,
is.
he
He is?
absolutely is.
Oh, so we're getting the Kofi spot in the Rumble?
It's been a couple years. Last year it failed.
I think he's on a streak of failure.
Yeah, he hasn't hit one in a while.
Oh, really?
He has not hit one in a while.
He's gonna hit one. If Kofi, that can get me back into wrestling. The Kofi,
Kofi spot?
the Kofi Rumble
I
spot.
mean, they are the best. What's your favorite Kofi spot? Mine's walking on his hands.
That yeah.
Yeah.
The handstand was awesome. Yeah.
We can't see that because it's WWE, right?
Right.
Okay.
Well,
But it's
now
yeah.
I know what I'm gonna do when the show ends.
Go watch Kofi spots.
Google.
Yeah.
It keeps popping up on my TikTok. Was it the 2005 Royal Rumble where
That's-
Batista and John Cena
Yeah.
both went over the top rope?
Yeah.
And that was not planned.
I never heard that it wasn't planned. I know
Oh.
Vince came down. Vince came down to angrily get in the ring, and he tore both his quads getting into and that it led to him delegating power or ruling on it, sitting down in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
And he's like pointing at him. He's sitting. He
right.
can't stand up.
I do love the Royal Rumble. I'm
Yeah.
fired up about it.
Is Booker
And-
T still active?
He's an announcer.
Okay.
And Reigns isn't in it, right?
No,
So he's gonna be he'll be the last match. They're gonna do him before.
Does Reigns have a match?
Fatal 4-Way, AJ Styles,
Okay.
Randy Orton, LA Knight, and Roman Reigns.
What else do we know about the Rumble? Do we know any anybody? Has anybody drawn their number yet?
No, and we think
They
it's going to
release
come
that?
down to Cody and CM Punk. And then hopefully they've really gone a couple years without any great surprises too.
Right.
There weren't any great surprises last year, so hopefully they'll have some surprises and we'll see. But they are on the hottest streak they've been on in a long time. WWE.
I want Doink the Clown
Very dead.
to come out. That's why I'd be surprised.
Although Doink the Clown was just makeup and a wig, so it could be anybody if you really think about
Very dead.
it. Very remarkably dead.
It's not just a little dead.
You name a guy, probably dead.
1 to 10, how dead is Doink the Clown? Would you say?
Oh, and he's not 10. He's not 10. Like 8, 8.5.
It's pretty dead.
Tremendously dead. Yeah.
It's pretty dead.
Yeah.
What else?
Can you imagine being?
Do you want to tell people how they could go to the Royal
Can
Rumble?
you imagine only being like 3.5 dead? Well, how does that work?
It's Damar Hamlin.
Is that Terry Schiavo?
We never
Shout out the Odaniacs.
Those came out yesterday, right?
We never did ask the $1 million question with the DeMar Hamlin fake punt.
What?
Could Joe Flacco have gotten the first down? Does Joe Flacco win that
True,
spot?
if
You
you
think on
switch
that?
him-
You think on that while I tell the people about
Yeah.
Game Time. You shouldn't have to worry when you're buying tickets to your next big event. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you. Theater. Game Time has deals on tickets right up to the start of the event and even an hour after it starts. It's the place to find last-minute seats, find exclusive flash deals, and sponsor deals on tickets for football, basketball, baseball, concerts, comedy, theater, and more. Connor, who's your favorite stand-up comedian in the game right now?
Oh, I'll get back to you on that. I don't know.
Just name one.
Kevin Hart.
Okay, there you go. He's a stand-up comedian?
Sure.
I just thought he did commercials. With Zone Deal, you pick the section and Game Time picks the seats for an average of 18% savings, and the Game Time guarantee means you'll always get the best price. If you find tickets in the same section and row for less, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code MOSTLY for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code MOSTLY for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. Game Time. Boom.
Boom.
Do you have a favorite stand-up guy?
I'm not as into the stand-up scene as I used to be, because like the stand-up scene is now the podcast scene, right? And it gets. But
mean,
Sam Morrill's a
Gillis
guy I like. I saw him in Chicago not too long ago. He was very, very
Who?
funny. Sam Morril.
Yeah.
Oh, him.
He was very, very funny.
Gillis is very funny.
Gillis is very funny.
Have you seen Matt McCusker live at all?
No, I haven't.
Have you?
Oh,
Yeah, Greer. Shout out Greer. He used to go. We used to go all the time. He took me to Shane and Matt McCusker, like basically just do their full specials. It was awesome.
That's the one thing I regret about. One thing I didn't do in New York that I should have. I didn't go to a single comedy show.
well, you could do it here.
But New York is the scene.
Chicago's second.
Chicago's got
No.
a scene.
Chicago's second.
No.
What's third? What's second?
LA's got a
LA?
scene.
LA second.
Yeah.
Chicago's third then.
Austin's third.
Austin over Chicago?
Yes.
Yeah, because Rogan moved there and then got all his.
I feel like Chicago's.
Which is funny because Rogan's a horrendous stand-up comic. But him moving there did send ripples through the stand-up comedy scene. But he's terrible. My answer for like the old established grizzled vets is Bill Burr. Bill Burr's probably.
Oh, yeah, I did see him. He's my favorite.
Well, yeah, that's my favorite.
Can't have
No,
it.
no,
It
no,
would all be your
whoa, whoa,
favorites.
whoa, whoa.
You had first pick.
I gave you first pick and you took Kevin Hart.
You
took
had
the-
first pick.
Because you put me on the spot and I didn't
You
know.
took the guy that does the commercials.
Actually, I'll throw one out there who he has.
You had first pick, and now you're just getting around to all the guys you should have said.
Oh.
Wait, do the thing where he says Kevin.
Wait.
Kevin Hart.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you're not a big Kevin Hart fan. I don't know. I thought you were a big Kevin Hart fan.
I just said it on a whim. I was just naming the first person who came
You
to
had the
mind.
First pick.
One person who hasn't done actual stand-up in a very long time, but he released a special on Netflix. That was his most recent thing. Bo Burnham. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys know Bo Burnham.
No, tell me about Bo Burnham, Connor.
Brandon, do you know Bo Burnham?
Everybody knows Bo
Everyone
Burnham.
knows
I
Bo
didn't
Burnham.
know that.
Bo Burnham's my generation, dude.
Yeah, it's
You
true.
don't get to own Bo Burnham.
Listen, I grew up with him on Vine.
I like Nate Bargatze.
Bargatze,
He's
yeah.
funny too.
Yeah, he's funny.
Did great on SNL.
My all-time
I-
favorite's Sinbad, and that was back from the '90s. He's so fucking funny. Eddie Murphy too. Yeah. No. And then one I'm not going to mention.
You saying Sinbad is your favorite stand-up?
I said I loved him.
Is,
I didn't say he was my favorite. Did I say he was my
is,
favorite? He might be my favorite.
It's probably funnier than anything Sinbad has ever said.
Is the one you're not going to mention? Did he used to have a TV show
He did.
Okay.
He did.
named after him?
It's in fact the only stand-up comedy show I ever went to was
Redacted.
Redacted.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, it was funny.
Bernie Mac was good, man.
Yeah, he was.
He was good.
Mm-hmm.
There's the
Cat Williams is funny as fuck.
Cat Williams is funny. Bernie Mac, your homework, you youngsters, is to go find the Bernie Mac clip when he was at the Apollo Theater, and the guy before him, the Apollo Theater was just like shitting on every comic that came out,
Yeah,
and Bernie Mac walked out and just said, "I'm not scared of you motherfuckers.
I ain't scared of you
I ain't
motherfuckers."
scared of you motherfuckers."
and he would tell a joke,
Yeah,
dance for a second.
and the DJ had the
DJ, he would dance, and then he'd go, "I ain't scared of you,
Motherfuckers.
motherfuckers," and that's how he would start the next joke. Yes.
he had that place.
Yeah.
in the snap of a finger. They went from
Yeah.
like booing everybody
It's
and
like
throwing
a
tomatoes.
7-minute set.
So fucking good. Yeah.
Yeah. Where they're shitting on everybody, and he just.
What did he say? Hit me? He said hit it or something like, and then the DJ would just be
It was hit
like,
it.
it would just.
No, it wasn't hit it.
But the DJ would cut in with.
It would, but I don't know what the cue was. I don't know what it was. I don't think it was,
It was
hit
hit
it.
it, but yeah, he would say something. He would say, I need to go rewatch it too.
We didn't say Chappelle too.
Chappelle's new stuff is really.
No, Chappelle.
Really
It's not. It's kind of
Uh,
Did you see the video of Mark Norman's show?
Yeah.
no.
It was quite. I think Blind Mike tweeted. It's
He got,
quite
like,
bizarre.
Ghost situation.
Yeah, I don't know. Some guy like popped on stage, and then he was escorted out by security. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, jeez. Hey, how are you? What do we got? A migrant here? Hey, what's going on? Oh, jeez. Everything all right? Just want to make sure
that Nicky
everybody's
Smokes?
good here. What's going on? Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Hey. Anything can happen at a comedy show.
I love Mark Norman.
That was some kind of
His
weird.
demeanor.
This
Does
is
it get
bizarre.
crazier?
Wait, is it more?
It nothing makes sense.
Oh, wait, whoa. I really froze there. I went Mitch McConnell. All right.
What's he doing? Why did he get taken off?
What is going on?
And everyone has their phone out at a comedy show.
They cleared the room.
You think this is a work?
I don't know. No, I don't know. It's just bizarre. It's just like.
Interruption. Just get up, get out the taping. Guys, please. Can we get out or what? Cut the camera.
Yeah, I'm one of the producers of the show. Yeah, we just need everybody to get out, please. Mark's not coming back. Nice and slow. Everything's fine, but
Everything's definitely not fine.
No.
I'm freaking out.
What? This was last night?
I guess.
Or recently?
Yeah, recent. One of his
That's
recent
bizarre.
shows.
Last night there's.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Play it again, please. Play the beginning. I want to see. Is this guy? Is he panicked?
Ready?
All right.
Okay. All right. Oh, jeez. Hey, how are you? What do we got? A migrant here? Hey,
Well-
what's going on? Oh, jeez. Everything all right? Just want to make sure everybody's good
Mark
here.
Norman makes it
What's going on?
not like makes it worse, but like his demeanor and his persona as a stand-up
Makes it seem like
makes
part
it
of the
makes
show.
it seem like it's like confusing. It's just like a bizarre
Also,
thing happening. He's
but
like,
You like roll with the punches like too well there.
yeah.
But the guy is also like acting cartoonishly criminal.
Yeah, he's in a
Like
trench
he's a-
coat.
Like he's in a 1940s movie or something. Like
That's
I can't make any heads or tail. What if that guy
And then
ran
the
in here right now? That'd be awesome.
and then the people come on stage and provide zero clarity. They're just like,
Very frantic.
Yeah.
get
Everything's fine.
everything's fine.
Please
just
get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Uh-huh.
You're not going to tell us what's going on? Was there like a bomb?
Also,
threat?
to get out of here, we have to walk in the
Back to-
direction where those people
well, you
are.
just took the guy.
Right,
You just took the guy.
The
down
guy's over
hallway.
there. You want me to walk
I
over?
have to go walk.
Why'd they come back and get the comedian?
Yeah.
Was that them saying, all right, shit's going down, we got to get you out of here?
How would this be a work? Let's think that through.
Okay.
They're just trying to
The
get
comedian's name is Mark Norman.
yeah.
Mark Norman has it's 9:30. He has a 10:45 flight.
Mm,
He's got to figure out a way to get
He's
to
gotta
that
get-
fucking flight without canceling his
Right.
show.
yeah.
And that's his
Good idea.
That's his manager.
Yep.
His manager also needs to make the flight, so the cops need to take them to the car that's waiting outside.
His manager was in the trench coat.
Yeah, his manager was the criminal guy.
Yeah.
And the cops take him, put him in the car, boom, to the
Police
airport.
escort to the
And this way, now they come in and say, hey, y'all got to get out of here, but they're already gone.
yeah.
So you're not going to walk by them.
And the club was okay with this because they went viral. This club went but this
Correct.
But this is a bad look for the club though.
I don't think it's a bad look for the club. The club
But
took care of everything, and that was the third show of the night, so they already had everybody's money.
Okay, but are you more likely to go to that club now?
You asked
Or
me
less likely.
You asked me to come up with
Yeah.
how this would be a work. That's how it would be a work.
Yeah.
You didn't ask me to think of everything.
Okay.
Let's be clear what the directions were. All right, what else we got? Anything?
Rough and Rowdies tonight.
Yeah, it is
20 fights for $20.
on a Thursday night.
Buy rnr.com.
Do that. A lot of fights.
Watch the replay all weekend too.
Watch
if
the
you want to
replay
buy
all
it,
weekend.
and then
Dan and Dave on the call. Robbie Fox. Frank will be there. Everybody will be there. Yeah.
Is Big Cat consistent with his national anthems, or does he have like some that hit and some that don't?
I think he's gotten pretty good at it. I think he's gotten to the point where there's not a whole lot of variance.
Yeah.
But depending on the crowd reaction, I think could maybe I don't know.
I might need to talk to him. He might need to spice it up a little bit.
How would you spice it up?
He
Have
needs to
his manager come on
Yeah.
stage and
He needs to go Marvin Gaye, I think.
yeah, text
needs
him.
to-
You need to go gay.
Go with the Marvin Gaye version.
Do it the gay way.
Yeah. Rough and Rowdy is tonight. Britney Spears has reportedly been banned from the Four Seasons in L.A. for going topless at the pool. That's a story.
I don't know a lot about a lot. I feel like hotel pools in L.A. going topless is okay.
Yeah.
Is that crazy?
Yeah. I did it all the time. They never kicked me out.
But why would you have been at a hotel in L.A. if you lived there?
Okay. I'm not doing a joke. This is serious. We did used to just go to hotel pools. I really did. The Ritz. I used to live by the Ritz in Marina Del Rey.
Yeah.
And every so often
There's a pool over there.
there's a pool over there. I would just walk in, grab a towel.
and go to the pool.
Yeah. And then
Huh?
I never got caught. The trick was you had to buy a drink at the bar. You had to buy like a daiquiri for $23.
And just act like you
Yeah.
belong there.
Yeah. And
Huh.
yeah, I'm visiting from Iowa, and I'm enjoying my stay in L.A.
I like how you choose Iowa for that.
I'll say it. Britney Spears. No, I won't say it.
He got close to saying it. Y'all see that? He almost said it. Tell me, I'll say it.
That was yeah. You saw my brain at work in real time. I'll say it.
Yeah, threw up the stop.
I'll say it. Actually, you know what? I will not say it.
Yeah. NASCAR threw up the caution flag there.
This Utah teen facing charges after allegedly taping fish to the ATMs. This is your guy, TJ.
this is Whoa.
Whoa.
Fish Bandit on Instagram. I reached out to him.
This was your fella.
This was my fella. Yeah.
And he's going down for taping fish to ATMs.
Yeah, they're trying to shut bro down. They don't see the visionary in him.
Damn.
What's the visionary behind taping fish to ATMs?
Society.
That one works for me. That one was kind of funny. When TJ presented it, I did think it was funny.
I was out on that guy immediately.
I don't get it, but it is funny.
I was out on that guy immediately. I did not like that.
Maybe I didn't think it was funny now, but I took myself back to when I was like 17, and I was like, yeah, I would have definitely thought this was awesome.
Fish Bandit 84.
But some of the fish were alive, right?
Correct.
Don't love that.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, speaking of fish,
Uh-oh.
a lot of heat coming Brandon Walker's way.
My way?
Yeah.
How?
I'm getting a lot of comments from people.
Because I didn't know chartreuse?
My buddy was texting me. He's a big fisherman.
There
I
were
got some
were
people
bells going
tweeting
off
me.
in me.
Yeah.
Chartreuse spinnerbait. I did chartreuse H&H spinnerbait. Yeah, there were, but I was just putting on a performance. We had a bit that we were doing where we didn't know what chartreuse was.
Right. That was Brandon Walker, the character.
I don't like letting y'all know how the sausage is made, but sometimes you just gotta lean into it.
Sometimes when you're a dumb bitch on air, it's a joke.
It's a joke.
We're just joking.
Sometimes but most of the times we're just joking.
Right. Okay. I think that's it.
My tummy's rumbling.
Yeah, that was a good show. Thank you to watch. Thank you, see you guys tomorrow.
That's how ball is done.